World of Tanks Blitz, the game that got launched by Wargaming, aka Bunny Payers, I don't know what to call them, but anyways, this game is basically gonna drain your money more than CS2.
Lăsa asta. Băi, știi cel mai greu joc pe care am jucat eu vreodată.
This game has a bunch of tech trees, things you can grind from America all the way to fucking Europe and French. Who plays this country anyway? It has the most stupid things, but whatever. In this game, you have to play on a team, and the other team has also 7 tanks. You have 7 tanks as well. And in this game, you gotta destroy the other team, but you have to capture the base. If you don't capture the base, you're a pussy, because nobody is gonna capture the base anyway.
I've got a peer-reviewed study right here that says... says you're a pussy.
This game has 4 types of tanks: medium, light, heavy, and anti-tank. Lights, mediums, anti-tanks, and heavy tanks. Heavy tanks obviously being the most armored ones.
Oh my god! Wow!
This game has obviously a ton of good stuff, like ammo types, you need to go fuck your armor piercing, equipment to make your tank better, consumables which makes the tank overpowered, ignore if you are calling me a fat fuck for not using reactive armor, camos that you're gonna never obtain from free events and you're most of the time gonna pay for them with real money and in-game currency, unless you're a pussy and you buy fucking credit-based camos. Crews, obviously they are gonna be useful in most situations, especially the commander, but nobody gives a shit about the commander, so fuck you, commander. Of course there are things that you only can pay to use, or you can get them from crates, but we're gonna talk about that later in the video. Obviously there are several pay to use things, like this one that I paid 30 fucking bucks for, but that's the other part.
Da?
Gambling! Obviously, a game that has pay-to-use things also has gambling. Why not? It's any other game. In this game, you have to gamble to use things by either using gold that you obtain from paying money or getting it from boosters and events.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
And obviously, this game has a bunch of microtransactions as well. Example, paying $4 for a fucking crate, which is not worth it. It's for gaming. Where the fuck is everybody? On the medium flank and... What? I'm gonna pick. Oh, of course, everyone is on the other side. Of course, every teammate is gonna never help you and they'll most probably just rush and go to the heavy flank as a medium or light tank for no fucking reason. So therefore, you are unskilled if you do that. Please get alive. I'm gonna push these guys for shits and giggles, because why not?
Nope.
1, 2. What the fuck? 3. And of course you get away unpunished, because everything is absolute dog shit at this game. And you're playing against 10-year-old kids who have no game sense. Look, I'm just gonna ram into the mouse for no reason. Mr. East, IS7, what you gonna do? Huh? Exactly, you ain't gonna do shit, baby. You ain't gonna do shit. Oh, look, you didn't get penetrated because of fucking side armor. Sorry, not sorry, bitch. You're gonna be dead now. Hey, my turret! No, it's not nice. It's not nice at all. Bro, fuck you, man! Game modes. They are basically extra fun on the game, but seriously, who the fuck plays realistic? Anyways, in this game you can either play Encounter or Supremacy by choosing which one you want. I basically play both, because who doesn't play both unless they have a quest? That's understandable. Rating is basically the rank mode on steroids, but rating has slightly more brain in use by your teammates, I guess. I'm not sure. And yeah, realistic is just realistic, and yeah, therefore we cannot do much about that. Anyways, moving on. The maps in this game are quite diverse. They don't have any differences, by meaning there aren't any more types than the same, but there are a ton of them. You can choose many maps, from Mines all the way to Malinovka, Mirage, and Castilia, Canal, and Morch. And they're all pretty dog shit, except for Winter Malinovka and probably a few others, I don't know.
Да?
3 Rooms is basically community server from CS, but more friendly, I guess. You can basically scroll endlessly through here and find a bunch of servers, but either they're all full of Russians who are gonna kill you, and either stuff like this, which is actually quite normal, so it's quite cool.
Oh, okay.
The quests in these games are quite intense, I can say it like that at least. Personal missions are basically missions, obviously, that you have to do to obtain different crates. Claim this. Then you basically claim these crates, and the other ones if you play enough for. But seriously, who the fuck plays it like that? Operation missions, aka battle pass missions, where you basically have to do missions, and each week there's gonna be a new one until the 4th week, aka the end of the battle pass. And if you do it in congratulations, I guess you just got a tier 10 certificate to get a sale on them.
Oh my god! Wow!
And obviously not less, the most important, clan missions, especially if your clan is very active. Shout out to the Romania X clan for accepting me in here. This is one of the most active clans, but moving on, this video is not about them. You basically just do stuff here, you do mission there, especially with the clanmates. Those are pretty much quite common, as you can see here. Survive and win 10 battles with a clanmate, but they don't deliver that much medals, since medals are pretty much easy to obtain, depends on your quest though. So yeah, the battle pass is a battle pass, that's all. Wow! Your profile determines a lot. The victories, aka win rate, is what you depend on. If you have a low win rate, then you're fucked. Sorry, not sorry. The battles represent the battles, which don't count in case of special game modes like realistic, uprising, etc. Valuable rewards. Nobody gives a shit about these medals, except for the mastery page, which is the hardest thing to get in the whole ass game, and nobody really cares about it. So, fuck off. The minigames in this game is quite rare. They're basically stuff like this for the anniversary or other stuff, and just get put on something, you do something, and you get good rewards, actually, which is quite nice. And, I think everybody quite likes this event, especially me. I do enjoy it. It's quite fun to not lose every battle in a row. The old things in these games are pretty much loved by everyone, and of course I love them as well. I've been playing for the past maybe 9 to 10 years, but seriously, who doesn't enjoy this little bit over here? Oh, let me poke you. What? What the fuck? The normal things are just, you know, the grindable ones you get from the tech tree after grinding for a while. Depends on how much you grind and how much you play the game, and since I have around 780 hours on the game, I quite have a lot of grinded things, but some of them are also obviously premium. What does the premium tank do? Well, it gives you 50% extra credits, or maybe double, I don't really remember, nobody cares. And they pretty much look cool, and you can sell them for gold instead of just credits, like a normal tank. But yeah, it can differ all the way from, they can differ from very small tier, aka like 25, but some of them can be more expensive, and they can differ from higher tier, which is too much money, fuck you. Oh, by the way, you can enrich things for a bunch of gold, and you basically get the same amount of credits as a premium tank. So you should put money in this game, or Wargaming is gonna kick your ass the next day.
Emotional damage!
Oh my gosh, I won! Oh, and there's this egg that nobody knows what it's doing, and if you crack it, you're probably gonna get a bunch of stuff, including your balls going to explode.